Welcome to Website Royalty Town Hall. As we dance our way in, we're very excited about our new intro. Um, Hopefully, you all are too. It's short and sweet, but a lot of fun. That's what we hope you all think about us as well. Short and sweet and a lot of fun. So, I am Kim White. I'm your host, being silly, but I am joined by the findability queen herself, Denise Millay, if I point the right direction.
You did. Good for you.
We have a lot to share tonight, and we have a list to kick off the I'm gonna call it the housekeeping, because we need to share a few things. This is for Kajabi Support, but if you don't know what Kajabi is, that doesn't make any sense to you. So, Denise, you wanna tell everybody what Kajabi is, and then I'll
Yes.
share some other things?
Kajabi is a wonderful all-in-one platform where you can run your whole business on it. You can do your email blast, your website, your podcast, your blog, your community, invoicing, payment processing, bazillion other things that I'm not mentioning right now. And email's on there, right?
Podcasts and blogs, you said that.
Podcast, blog, website,
Community, you can build your community.
coaching program.
Mhm.
I
Lots
should
of
be
things.
looking at all this, but
I
it's a
know.
lot. It's a lot. So Kim and I are Kajabi users. I have been for almost 5 years, Kim for almost 10, and before
Over
that how many?
Over 10.
Over 10.
Yeah.
Before that, we did the piece everything together thing, and it was a headache and a nightmare, and it ended up costing more. And we love Kajabi so much because it really does everything in one place, and everything talks to everything, and it just makes everything so much easier.
I went from raving fan to raving affiliate. I will just we always believe in being upfront, so we want you to know we are affiliate partners for Kajabi and have been a very long time. This is not we're going to sell you something this week and sell you something different next week. That is not going to happen. Kajabi is truly where our hearts are. And we want to make sure you know if you do use our affiliate link to sign up for Kajabi, you don't pay anymore, they pay us. So we want to make that very clear. We also want to just tell you the bonus right out of the gate if you do use our affiliate code, and I'm going to drop the QR code.
Oh, what a good idea.
So that if you want to check it out, please do. You can go to mysexybusiness.com as well and grab more information if you need it. We've done blogs on it, podcasts on it, obviously live streams on it, but we are very, very excited to give you a 30-day free trial. You can only get a 30-day free trial through affiliate links, but we go another year farther is what I'm going to say. We actually give away a private group that we have a live meetup in every week that answers your questions. We're hands-on. We help you get started. We help you choose what to do first and then next. That also helps because we don't believe in cookie cutter. We don't think everybody needs the same. We need to know what you and your business need so we can help you do what that is. So website royalty, Denise is showing a Kajabi website, a Kajabi landing page, and Kajabi connected things. Our blog is Kajabi, all things Kajabi you're looking at right now. So I think that that's important to note.
Yes, and the website royalty group, we give a year
Year
away to that, and it is a private group that meets once a week, but it also has posting support and community support for that as well. So it's one of the most comprehensive bonuses I've seen out there for signing up for Kajabi. So I love it.
So we'll give just a quick detail of we have a community on Kajabi that's free. Inside that community, we have the paid group of website royalty. So just so you understand how it works, in that website royalty group, we have live meetups. And what Denise was talking about, you can actually post questions in there and we will answer them. Like if you can't come, you can't be there that week, leave a question, we'll answer it for you. So
And
we
there'll be recordings
yeah.
available and all that fun stuff.
I want to go back for a second and tell a quick why in the world would we be doing this? Because this is something that we both struggled with when we started. We've both had, we've both felt dismissed from not understanding something and someone thinking they're better than us. And I'm going to say that they're better than us, and they dismissed us for our questions. I am sad every time I hear a story like that, but we're here to make sure you feel royally treated. That's part of the royal, and not dismissed with your website or tech questions or whatever it is. So, our plan for the town hall is to come and let you all know every week what questions are going on inside the private group, because if they're asking those questions, I believe some of you are as well. So, anything that you have a question about, we will do our best to help here. But we also want you to know that literally you get a 30-day free trial of the best all-in-one platform on the planet, I believe, and you get a year bonus of the private group. So we want to make sure all that's up front, so now we can get into the
Fun part.
juicy stuff.
Juicy stuff.
So I want to add to the stage, Denise. I want to add this. I got to get the right layout on here.
It's okay.
These are the things that came up in website royalty. So, being transparent about it, some weeks are so full that this graphic is just overflowing, like last week. And
Crazy.
some weeks are a little calmer because the royals are actually working on what they were working on last week. They're trying to get their things done. So most of the time, the private meetup is a small group. This week, it was a lot quieter this week, and we're good with full or quiet or anything in between. But the things that did come up were the coaching product. There is a product inside of Kajabi that's connected to everything. You can take payments for it. You can talk about it on your website. The amazing wizard inside of Kajabi can help you, know what to fill out and where to put it. It's amazing to have that. But also Kajabi has cycles. This cycle, I believe, was an 8-week cycle, and they just named them. They named it Seaside. It was a beautiful thing to watch. They're very transparent about telling you what's coming, what updates are being made, and why. And I think that that's really noteworthy, that you feel like you're part of Kajabi when you're part of it, because you are. They listen. They've always listened.
And they delivered 20 different upgrades at this cycle. They described them all in detail, gave us ample video to help explain them, and prepare ourselves for what changes we might see, which is a very responsible way to maintain a
Yes.
platform that's as comprehensive as Kajabi is and has so many different user types across the board relying on it. So it's very responsible. Sometimes you don't always get that with software changes, you know.
I so agree. And one of those changes, we're going to show you in a minute the live version of it, which is the community meetup. So you can build your own community and have different section of it be paid or free, have it for different purposes. But it's amazing to see the meetups have changed, where you can, instead of looking at them across, like, I don't know if I guess that's a grid, not a list.
Let me show it. How about
Grid.
that?
And then the view has changed where you can actually do a calendar view. You can have it be daily or weekly or monthly, which I think is a very handy thing.
Right. So what it used to be is we would see a list. We don't have any in here, but it would just be each individual meetup would show up on a tile, and you'd have to scroll through them to see what was coming up. And so now they have a monthly calendar or a weekly or by day.
So share our live one, Denise. I think that would be like, As long as you share the community page,
Yes, ma'am.
I think that that would be probably more understandable for them.
Okay, let me just get there. Give me 1
We
second.
we have shown the community, I think it was a couple town halls ago, we showed you how to get started on a community and what the inside of a community looks like. We just wanna be transparent about what we're sharing
Right.
because we both have a community, we both use it in different ways, like, we have mastermind groups inside of there that are paid spaces.
So
So
this is
there's
the beginning here.
and so this is just the top of it, and then if you will scroll down to the meetups, yeah, and if you will scroll up, yeah, thank you.
So this is how you would see meetups. They would come, upcoming, and you could hit see all, and they would give you a full list. But now we have this beautiful monthly thing that is much easier to see what's happening quickly.
Mhm.
And you can also reply that you're attending as well. So that also
Mhm.
helps the people that are running the community too. So you can foster good habits with your people in your community.
Well, it helps with engagement because here's the problem with a lot of communities I have been in as a member, is the last minute they'll tell us something. The last minute there will be something. We actually have this scheduled out through, like, June, I think.
Right,
So, we tend to have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and first Saturdays, like, that's our where we put everything meetup-wise.
right,
So I think that that's important to note as well. You have the ability to build a community. You have the ability to engage with them. You have the ability to notify them more than just today, because I think that that's really hard for members to attend. And
right.
it even does automatic.
Oops.
Um, yeah, can you? There you go.
All right.
Um, it even gives automatic updates, so you get a notification the day before. This how we have ours set up. You get a notification the day before that whatever it is you have signed up for is coming. Then you get one an hour before,
Hour
and then
before.
you get one right when it starts. So that way, if you're like us and you're super busy and you're doing all these things, it helps you be able to find where you need to go quickly, and it helps you not forget. Because
Right.
I do know if it's not on my calendar, most of the time it does not happen. That is the way it works,
Mhm.
so but that's a
And
new update.
it is a new update. It's a very useful one. We've all been like, "Oh, yay, thank you, solved this problem." But then they also have recordings. It's because everything happens within the conferencing feature of the
Mhm.
community, you can record things for people who can't attend if you want to, and those recordings are available by channel and all things you do. So it's very useful.
And let's talk about that for just a second, Denise, because I know a lot of times audibly I don't understand, but if you have a meetup, if you have a live meeting, if you have something that you have recorded and you want it to go out to the community, you can put it out to the entire community by the settings you give it. Or if it's like we have mastermind groups that are recorded. We don't want those to go out to anybody but the mastermind because it's for them and they tell like we would never betray anyone.
Right.
And when we have them set up to record, they only go in that group. So you have a lot of control over who
Like,
sees what.
by your permissions and
Mhm.
how you set things up. So there's private and public, and yeah, it's really good.
Well, we are gonna try to make these as short as we can. If you have questions, drop them so that we can, try to answer them and help. But tonight we want to talk about the coaching product. It came up in website royalty, the live meetup, and we want to talk about it really quickly. I'm going to make a confession right out of the gate. I used this product, loved this product, but when I shifted the clients that I was actually going into the coaching with, and I do not consider myself a coach. I'll just give you that information. But I When I moved them over for the team, I haven't been in the coaching stuff, like, in a while. So I feel like, I want you to know that they've updated some things that I didn't even I haven't used in there. I used it when it was first coming out. I
Right,
used it probably for the first year it was out.
right.
So I do have that experience, but I am laughing because I'm like, "Oh, they do that too, and they do that too." So
Oh,
I'm
and let's just be clear, just because Kajabi names something, a product something, doesn't mean that's what you're doing. So, you
yeah.
can use coaching for consulting, you can use it for whatever you wanna do, just meeting for coffee, you could do whatever you want with it. You don't have to be a coach. So, right?
Exactly.
We don't wanna offend anybody. But the wonderful things that are included in this product that you can set up as one is you can do, obviously, live video conferencing. So you have your own room within the product, so you're not sending Zoom links or any of that other stuff so it's within there, and you can record them, obviously, and they're private with your clients. And then
Mhm.
you also have calendar integration so that you can schedule things much more easily.
You can do both, letting someone pick the times, and you can do integrating with your calendar where when you pick the time manually, it shows up for them in here and on your calendar. So you can use it without having to have another tool. This is
Right,
all connected, so
right,
you can use it with whatever calendar you're using now.
right. You can include video content in it to share with your clients, and you can also have audio in there as well. I assume that you can have them stored there for the clients to then access later, right?
Yeah.
And then you can have shared notes. So you take notes during a meeting, or you have a follow-up, you wanna ask a question, or there's something you want them to do that's on their side, you can keep track of it all within the coaching account with the person. So you don't have to send emails back and forth or reminders and things like that. It's all set up within there. And
No,
then you could do
no.
group as well as one-on-one, right?
Hold on just a second, Denise. The notes part is also good if you're doing any kind of like a collaboration and you need to see, a plan that you're putting together and see what maybe has been done or is being done. You can keep track in a collaborative way in there. And I
Right.
think that that's a great, because that's not technically coaching, but the way this feature works or the way this product works is you actually can create a plan in there and you both have it, where you can update things and you can see what progress is being made. And I personally love that part.
Absolutely. And as I said, they name it coaching, but you can use it for whatever you want. You whatever fits what you need, I guess, basically. So if you need a situation where you need to meet with one or more people for a purpose,
Mhm.
and it isn't a community kind of thing that you're going to do or circled like that, it's just something that is more business oriented or service oriented, you could use this and it would be a wonderful, wonderful thing.
I feel like the community is more like the open part, and the
Mhm.
coaching product is the closed door. Like, you get to have a private space for meetings or a private space that you can share notes. In the community, just to show the difference, in the community, you can have groups. So, that is very similar to this. You can have, a group or a one-on-one in a live room in there. But the difference is the notes in here are there. The notes in the community, if you don't save the chat, you don't keep them.
Right.
So that's one main difference I will say. Using this product instead of the community has its perks. Like, it has some perks that the community doesn't, and the community has
Things
some
that
perks that this doesn't.
right.
So,
So you have to decide what fits your business, I guess, is where we're at on that, right?
yeah.
And then you can do within what you set up, you can meet one-on-one with people or you could meet with a group. So,
Mhm.
the conferencing piece is available either way. right?
I feel like this is a good place to, like, just interject the different things. If you go into the get started, which we're not going to do tonight because, like, we're not creating a coaching product, but if you decide that's the way you wanna go, if you hit the black button in there when you're inside your Kajabi account, you are prompted literally what you need to put in there, and it gives you assistance. It's what I'm gonna call it. It gives you assistance so that you choose well. I think one of the product problems of most tools is even if they're fancy, you don't know what to
Right.
put in there. You're not sure
So it has
whether
a good wizard is what we like to call those. So,
Mhm. And
uh,
we are not the wizards, let's be sure. We are
well,
not the
I don't have a pointy hat, so I guess I can't fit in the wizard. I think of Mickey Mouse when I think of wizard, so,
When we
um,
first started doing the live streams, somebody thought we were talking about us being wizards, and we just wanna make it clear, we're talking about there are tools inside
assistant,
Kajabi
they're assistants, setup
to
assistant.
help you,
How's that?
yes.
Help assistants. Wizard is very old. It's like dating me. It's an old techie term for software setup thing, so for a Windows thing, so
I actually love that.
sorry. I apologize for my antiquated terminology.
Denise is brilliant. I think everybody should know how brilliant she is, and, so just confessing again, my first business was at 16. I've done so many things the hard way or the wrong way, and I didn't have access, obviously, back then to because I am, 59. I didn't have access to AI things like we do now.
Oh my
I
god.
think the amazing part of the AI features inside Kajabi is it keeps things in your voice, it helps you make a decision. Is this the kind of description you want? Like, it will actually literally help you write things,
Mhm.
but then you change it to make sure it's saying exactly what you want, but it is so, so good.
Tries to shorten the build,
Mhm.
tasks that you have to do when you build something new. So it's very helpful that way.
Well, Denise, we don't have any questions right now, so if you're
Mhm.
watching the replay, be sure and leave a question if you have it because we're trying to keep track and make sure that we're doing it, but we need to tell you that next Thursday in Website Royalty Town Hall, we wanna do a couple of things. We definitely will come back with what happened inside the live meetup so that you know what questions are being asked in there. But the other part is we're gonna try to show some more behind the scenes for podcasts. We wanna talk a little bit about, how to get your cover art in there, how to get your show notes in there, and how to get your transcripts in there. I also wanna just give this little tidbit of we both have podcasts on Kajabi. We both are we both are podcasters. I've been a host or co-host on more than a dozen now. It's a it to me, it's such an amazing thing because it's very simple, and so I wanna give the tip of it will help you write your show notes, it can help you do, your transcript things, it can help you do a lot of things that I don't think a lot of people understand. Kajabi hosts the podcast so that it is connected to all of the things, and Denise teaches us all to put a landing page per episode for SEO reasons. Well, Kajabi has automated that where our SEO is off the charts because of learning how to do the podcast pieces and put them on there. So there's so much connectivity. Can I just say that, Denise?
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It just makes it so much easier. So we're gonna share that. We shared it last week. We were talking about somebody converted their podcast into Kajabi from, another platform.
And
So
then
that was last week's conversation. So we wanna wrap it up this week with how you actually create an episode in Kajabi and the pieces so that you can actually see what kind of lift it'll be for you to do it yourself. So,
yeah, because we get questions from people who want to start a podcast, and then we also get stuff from people have been podcasting a long time. That particular podcast we mentioned has been going for like more than 4 years, has 200 plus episodes. I mean, there are a lot of questions, no matter if you're just starting or if you've been doing it a while. And we want to try to help you all with any Kajabi questions.
Definitely. We want to hear them. So please share, whether in the comments or via email or wherever else you can find us.
We're everywhere.
Let
I
us
feel
know what your questions are. We'll be happy to include them for our next episode.
Well, thank you for joining us. Please hit subscribe or follow. Don't forget let me make sure I get it right. Don't forget the QR code is up there for the 30-day free trial, or go to mysexybusiness.com. You'll find website royalty there. Drop your questions. We'll do our best to get you started. And have a great weekend, y'all. Love y'all.
Love you, Kim.
Love you, Denise.